2 on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Teaming up with Mary's Place because, we're doing it. Kicks for Kids. We're getting sneakers on kids that need them for the school year. It's great for the self-esteem, and man, who doesn't want to put a smile on a kid's face, huh?
It's awesome, man. Last year we raised over $36,000, which is a ton of sneakers for kids, which was pretty cool. And they get to pick out which ones they want. It's not like we're just handing it here. This is the type of sneaker you get. Like, they get to go and pick out what they like, which is like, could be Chuck Taylors, could be Crocs, could be Nikes, whatever it is. And I got to make massive shout out to our Rockaholics, especially our 69 Club. They're already jumping in and donating money, BJ, including Daniel B. donated $69. Tracy J. Kimberly, $269. Kimberly, that's nice. And then I love both Pete C. and Steve P. Both of them donated $69.69.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Double nice.
I got to imagine whoever's doing like the bookkeeping for the donations are like, what? Why are people donating 69 cents into this?
Oh, yeah. Every dollar counts. So even if you can do $1.69, that would be awesome. Seriously, do not think that does not count, because if everybody does that, that is a tremendous amount of money. So please, if you can, give $1, and of course, do the nice thing, $1.69. Yeah. If you can do more, of course, we want that. Donate today. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Oh, yeah. Scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix, but it's Wednesday, so we should whack him instead. It is Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Whack it.
Let me see somebody do Mr. Wacky.
I had to look at my phone.
Woo! So we are all Mr. and Mrs. and whomever wacky hanging out there having a great time. So let's get to our contestant today. We've got Casey in Chehalis. Casey, are you there?
I am. Hello.
And this Wednesday is a very special Wednesday for you, isn't it?
It is. I'm 50. My sister and I are 50.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations.
And BJ, you know Casey because you also know her twin sister. It's Cricket. So it's Casey and Cricket's 50th birthday today.
Wow. Oh, congratulations, Casey and Cricket.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. All right, Steve, get out of here. Casey's going to take on Steve, and for those playing at home, Casey, you'll have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only have 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am. Let's do it.
Nice. What candy bar originally came in 3 pieces and had 3 different flavors?
3 Musketeers?
Yes. What year, the mid-70s, did the first Jaws movie come out?
1976.
No.
77.
No.
74.
No. Mila Kunis played what role in that 70s show?
Pass.
In what country was the famous artist Leonardo da Vinci born?
1775.
No, I said, what country was the famous artist Leonardo da Vinci born?
Italy.
Yes. Which movie had the famous line, I wish I knew how to quit you?
Brokeback Mountain.
Yes. What species are mingled to produce a centaur?
Pass.
Who played Joe on NBC's News Radio?
Pass.
What moves between the sun and the earth in order for a solar eclipse?
Moon.
Yes. On what network did the cartoon Rugrats first air?
Cartoon Network.
No.
Nickelodeon.
Yes. Aside from Steve Jobs, who was the other Steve who founded Apple?
Wozniacki.
No.
Wozniak.
Yes, but too late.
Dang it.
Hopefully that doesn't get you the birthday spank in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct.
Ooh, sorry, Casey. That was a tough one.
Yep, so close, yet unfortunately I can't give it to you because I have to maintain the integrity of this fine game.
Yeah, that's...
But
I understand.
Oh, yeah, Casey being understanding. You're much more understanding than I am, Casey.
I know, I can tell. Steve, you're back. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What candy bar originally came in 3 pieces and had 3 different flavors?
Candy bar, 3 pieces. Hershey's chocolate?
No.
Butterfinger?
No.
Twix.
No. What year, the mid-70s, did the first Jaws movie come out?
74.
No.
75.
Yes. Mila Kunis played what role in that 70s show?
Oh, crap. Jackie?
Yes. In what country was the famous artist Leonardo da Vinci born?
Italy.
Yes. What movie had the famous line, I wish I knew how to quit you?
Wish I knew how to quit you. Oh, crap. Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
I wish I knew how to quit you. Thank you.
What species are mingled to produce a centaur?
A horse and a centipede?
No.
Horse and a human?
Yes. Who played Joe on NBC's News Radio?
Joe Rogan?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm talking like this.
What moves between the sun and the earth in order for a solar eclipse?
The sun.
No.
The moon.
Yes. On what network did the cartoon Rugrats first air?
Adult Swim?
No.
Nickelodeon.
Wow. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You win 8-5.
Yeah.
Sorry, Casey. You got a birthday whack in for your birthday there.
Whack it. Yeah. Thanks anyway. Steve, love you guys. I love all you guys.
Oh,
Casey, you're the best.
Casey, we love you too.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Happy birthday. Nice.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Steve, with this victory song, a win's a win. You still got to play the song.
Whatever.
What do you mean, man? I won.
I know.
I got 8 right.
She was so sweet, though. I felt bad.
Birthday.
There was a question you didn't get to that she mispronounced, so I couldn't give it to her.
Oh.
Aside from Steve Jobs, who was the other Steve who founded Apple.
Steve Wozniak.
Yeah, she mispronounced his last name for the last guess.
It's sad I know that solely because of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
Whoa, Dancing with the
I think it
Stars?
was Dancing with the Stars.
I know it because of Big Bang Theory.
Oh.
Because there's that episode where Steve Wozniak was in it, I believe.
Wow.
And
I
that's
didn't
the
know
only
that.
reason I
Alright.
know who he is.
Damn.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
he was
just
on
happy
Dancing
that
with the Stars. I remember that now. It was so
I didn't
awesome.
even realize that.
It was so funny because he's such a goofy guy.
Yeah.
And it was super fun to watch him.
That's amazing.
The Woz.
Well, I know Casey lost, but maybe we can make it be a twin battle there and see if we can maybe have old Cricket come in and avenge
yeah.
her sister's loss.
Oh, that could be cool.
We'll have to see if we can make that happen. The only other one that you did not get correct, the candy bar that originally came in 3 pieces with 3 different flavors. Casey did get correct.
Toblerone.
No, those are little cool triangle ones.
I love those.
Those are really great. No, it's 3 Musketeers.
That makes sense, and I never knew that.
Yeah, like when they first started, they came up in different flavors and had the 3 different ones.
I wondered why they called that candy bar 3 Musketeers. It's like, I mean, I know the 3 Musketeers are popular, but that candy bar is older than the movies, and yes, the story is a popular story, but I thought it is just weird to go, hey, this candy bar that tastes this way, which is light and fluffy, they called 3 Musketeers. Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
It originally started out as 3 different flavors.
Yeah, I never once thought about the history behind the name.
Yeah,
so
right.
what were the flavors?
I know one was chocolate.
Okay.
Vanilla and strawberry.
Oh, vanilla and strawberry.
good old, like,
Just kind of the standard, like the Neapolitan.
or as we say, the shocker now.
And so it's my... Yeah,
You're not
okay.
sorry.
So it must have been the chocolate that was the one that everybody loved, and they just decided to make the whole bar chocolate.
Must be.
Or maybe even something along the lines of like budget cuts, trying to figure that out. But
Sorry, Strawberry. We're going to have to let you go.
yeah.
And vanilla. I would love to taste what the strawberry Three Musketeers tasted like, and the vanilla. I'd love to taste that.
Yeah, I wonder if they had the same ingredients other than, swapping out chocolate for strawberry and chocolate for vanilla, but everything else was the same in it.
Yeah, oh man, I don't know when they were created, because I figured they were made in the 60s, but maybe they're older than that.
I bet we could get someone like on the dark web. There's probably somebody
Like some of the original ones?
Well, maybe not the original, but somebody makes it.
Oh, okay.
Or on Etsy.
Three Musketeers.
On Etsy.
And
Somebody on Etsy is making original Three Musketeers. Wow, okay.
the
I'd buy it.
original Musketeers was introduced in 1932.
Oh,
and
wow.
They didn't do the all chocolate until 1945.
So,
Whoa.
like during the war times, they're cutting back on certain things, and things had to kind of consolidate. So
I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I'm sure in 1932, Three Musketeers was a popular story.
And actually, Rev was right, because of rising costs during wartime restrictions on sugar, they phased out vanilla and strawberry and just did the more popular
That's
one, chocolate.
usually why that stuff kind of happens.
You got to bring it back, man. Everything's about bringing things back.
Yeah, it's more than retro now.
Right.
I want to try them.
It should cost 5 cents like it was back then.
Okay, well, then we'll bring it back for that.
Good luck with that.
I have to tell you, man, that's something. They got to bring that back just to be able to. Because Three Musketeers. When do you ever hear about that candy bar?
Halloween.
You know what I mean? Hardly ever.
Just the little minis. That's the only time I ever have a Three Musketeers is when it's part of a Halloween minis bag.
Did Rev say 1932?
I think that's what was said.
Dude, their 90th anniversary is next year. Then. Yeah. So what a great 90th anniversary thing for the Three Musketeers bar if they bring back the OG.
I would do that.
We better start a campaign then.
All right, let's tweet at them.
I'm tweeting at them right now.
Let's do this, dude. And I'm a big Three Musketeers fan. It's one of my favorite candy bars. So I'm all.
When's the last time you had one?
When's the last time I had a candy bar?
Okay.
Well,
don't candy shame him, Steve. Gosh.
Yeah.
I want proof that it's his favorite candy bar.
It is my dude. It is one of my favorites. You got now it's the Snickers almond, but it used to be Mars bar.
Mars bars were amazing.
Well, they still are. They're just Snickers almond. You can still get them. They just rebranded the name Snickers almond. It's the same Mars bar.
Yeah, it's not the same packaging.
It's actually the same packaging. They just put Snickers on there. It's the same yellow packaging and everything.
Oh.
They just changed it to Snickers. Yeah. And somebody told me that. I was so depressed. I go, I can't get a Mars bar anymore. And they go, dude, get a Snickers with almond. I go, it's not the same. They go, no, it actually is the same. They just decided Snickers was a better brand name than Mars. That's why but it's still the same great tasting bar.
Dude, I've talked to you in the past about how I was not really close with my grandfather my grandfather on my dad's side, but the one thing we bonded about was Mars bars. That guy, I swear, he had like an entire room of just boxes of Mars bars. I think he ate like 10 a day.
They're
quite
so
possibly. Whenever I went there was an unlimited supply of Mars bars. For all I know, maybe he was part of like the Mars bars factory and we just never knew that. But it was every time we'd go over there, I could just eat as many Mars bars as possible, and I loved them.
Oh, he would have been my favorite grandfather for that then.
Yeah, just that though. Yeah, I sucked other than that.
Yeah, he kind of was abusive. I get it. Yeah, didn't support your ventriloquism.
No,
I get that.
Right,
Yeah.
but he did support my Mars bars.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have myself a Three Musketeers bar now. I might have to get one today. Yeah,
Someone says
what
it
the
sounds
hell?
like a Charleston Chew candy.
What?
Yeah, Charleston
Neapolitan?
Chew had the different flavors too, but they had just the big long bars.
Yeah.
I like those ones because it felt like you were getting more candy bar than the other ones.
And it took you longer to eat
It took so long to eat those. Those in big hunks. I would
Yeah,
buy those because they're just a giant, basically like marshmallow brick.
Not afraid, and not a fan of those. I'm afraid.
I wasn't either, but I
No.
got more for it, so that's why I bought them.
Well, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. We got a football player that is being accused of body shaming because of the nickname that he gave a teammate. You're going to hear what happened at 7:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of a Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science, applied to life.
Of Seattle. Former linebacker Bart Scott accused Patriots quarterback Cam Newton of body-shaming Mac Jones because of the nickname that Cam Newton gave Mac. Because he dubbed, I should say, Jones Mac and Cheese. I actually like that nickname.
Dude, this is how slow my morning was going. When I first read this story, I was just like, I don't get it. And I looked at the pictures of Mac Jones. I'm like, I don't understand why it's body shaming. I don't even understand why he's being called Mac and Cheese. And it didn't dawn on me that his name's Mac Jones. Hence Mac of the Mac and Cheese. Like, it took me forever for that to even, like, click. I was just like, I don't get the Mac and Cheese. Where did that come from? Does he like Mac and Cheese? Like, what the hell's going on? And I realized, oh, his first name is Mac, and it's just like a play on the Mac name.
And here's Bart Scott talking about this whole thing.
And I think that, they're going to treat Cam like a rental car, right? Because they know he ain't going to be there, so they don't care. They'll run him into the ground, run all the tread off the tires, and then maybe hand it over to Mac and Cheese in the middle of the season or late in the season. Yeah, that's disrespectful, right? And I think the young kid, and that brings up something totally different. Mac and Cheese is like one of the most disrespectful nicknames that I've heard in a long time. And this dude thinks it's a term of endearment. Like, I don't know if somebody told him that he's pretty much body shaming him.
I don't get how it's a body shame thing.
Yeah, I would like to get in Bart Scott's head as to why that's disrespectful. I really, really would. I would love to be called Mac and Cheese.
Especially if it leads to an endorsement for Mac and Cheese.
Macaroni and cheese is one of the best meals ever. It's one of the best dishes ever. And you said you saw pictures of Mac Jones, because I don't really know what Mac Jones looks like.
He's in great shape. Yeah, he looks like a guy who's playing in the NFL, a quarterback. How is that? There doesn't seem there's any body fat on the guy.
I mean,
how is that body shaming him?
I know people would call like really skinny, tall girls like spaghetti, like Betty Spaghetti, because they're like bean poles, but
Mac and Cheese, I think it's the nicknames. Yeah. Besides me being stupid, most people realize it comes from his name being Mac.
Right? Right? Yeah.
And dude, some reporter, put up a list of all the nicknames
I'm looking at these.
that Cam Newton has for his teammates, and they're all ridiculous.
I love this. I love Cam Newton for that, because I love nicknames.
I mean, he's got one that's Jacoby Myers. He calls him My Germs.
Nice.
Josh McDaniels is Mickey D's. Then there's J.J. Taylor is Small Fry. But my favorite's it doesn't help the argument of kickers being respected and punters being respected and things along those lines. Because the kicker for the Patriots, his nickname is Kicker Guy. the punter's nickname is Punter Guy. And my favorite, the long snapper, Joe Cardona for the Patriots, his nickname is Snapper Guy.
Oh, Snapper Guy's great.
You got to work a little harder for those, man.
Yeah, he didn't put any. But he's got a whole bunch of just random ones. Smoking Joe, because his name, his first name is Joe. I mean, it's just he's having fun with people's names.
Did you see the Bill Belichick one?
Oh my gosh, $1 bill, y'all.
That's fantastic. That is fair. See, I mean, I think that's fun. I personally, I think that's something I grew up with. I grew up with nicknames. I don't, I would imagine. Did you grow up with that, Rev, around here with the people giving everybody nicknames? Because we did on the East Coast. Everybody had a nickname.
The only nickname that I ever had when I was a kiddo was my grandpa would call me Guy. and that was be about it. And that kind of,
hey guy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you remember my name, but
not among your friends. Your friends didn't do that, huh?
No, not really, not at all.
Oh man, I had so many. They were all variations of Migs, Migsy, the Mig. Some that I can't really say on the air.
Oh yeah, well, there is
because
that.
I grew up in an area where, there was all types of people, and one group of my friends called me something that I would never say, but they felt fine saying because they can. It was just okay, I appreciate you guys feeling like that about me, but I'm not saying that out loud.
Wow.
I'm wondering if it's a cultural thing because, in my family, everyone has a nickname. Sometimes I don't even know my uncle's real name because I'm so used to the nickname.
Mm-hmm.
There's El Gato, which is the cat. There's La Mosca, which is a fly. El Dusa, which I forget what animal that is.
Excuse me?
Somebody dropped a deuce?
Right.
Is that why they got that nickname?
I think it's like a weasel, or something. There's El Mapache. There's so many nicknames, animal nicknames that... It's just what you do. That's like my mom was La Prieta, my dad was Güero. We all had nicknames.
Yeah, it's on hockey especially. Everyone was given nicknames. Some to the point where I didn't even know my friends' real names for over a year. And then someone's like, "Hey, talk to Bill over there." I'm like, "Who's Bill?" And they're like, "I'm like, who the hell's Bill?" He's like, "Your teammate for the last 2 years." I'm like, "Who's Bill?" And they're like, Kobski. And I'm like, oh, Kobski. Why didn't you tell me that's that guy? I don't know Bill. Nobody calls him Bill.
Yeah.
Bill.
We were so boring with ours. Yeah, we would just call people if they had the same first names because we had a lot of Jameses in our groups. We just call them by their last name. There was no other thing. It would just be, oh yeah, you're this person. Oh yeah, you're this person.
God, I feel sorry for you, man. I feel sorry. And I don't know if I know that people thought it was weird when I gave all the interns nicknames when they came.
Well, he has a nickname now. It's the Rev. It's not his real name.
Well, he gave himself his own nickname. He was lucky he did that because he would have probably got a lot worse.
Can we call you Revsky? Then it's a hockey thing.
I'll allow that for you, Steve, since you are a hockey professional. You are the you are the goalie, the backup to the backup to the backup of the Kraken goalie. So
yes. Rev, you need a hockey nickname in celebration of the Kraken. It seems right.
Yeah, I like Revsky.
Revsky's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. Unless I'm ignorant to the fact that mac and cheese is used, Vicky makes a good point, because you used to call people string bean, and that it was all, or Betty spaghetti, like she said. You knew then that was because they were so thin. And, and some women found that to be an insult. Maybe mac and cheese is an insult in some communities that we don't know, that immediately says, oh, you call me mac and cheese, you think I'm fat. Even though Mac Jones doesn't look fat at all, so it can't be a body shaming thing. And like Steve said, it's probably just based because his name is Mac.
It'd be great if Mac Jones called Cam Newton replaceable, because that's what's going to happen after a season.
Oh, right. Yeah. Bart Scott doesn't seem to really like Cam Newton. I don't know. It just seemed like he was, I don't know. It just, if I had a vibe, it would be like Bart's not a big Cam Newton fan. But yeah, he accused Cam Newton of body shaming Mac Jones.
Yeah, of all things, you say that's a stupid nickname. I don't understand that seems like a stretch, a massive stretch too.
Yeah,
he's like,
it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
I found a new buzzword to use: body shaming. I'm going to figure out a way to work it in there.
And that really sucks, because body shaming is a thing, and that's why the cry wolf stuff really bothers people and irritates people when they hear something over and over again in a situation where it doesn't apply. And it really, it defeats the purpose of, hey, we do want to stop body shaming. But this, I don't think Cam Newton was body shaming anybody. Mac and Cheese is a great nickname for Mac Jones, and probably is going to be the guy that replaces him. But, hey, whatever, why not? Have fun with it. So I think it's a great nickname, and we're wondering, hey, what about you? Do you have a great or ridiculous nickname, and what's the story behind it? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What's the story behind your ridiculous nickname? Your calls, your texts after Jimmy on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Bart Scott accused Cam Newton of body shaming Mac Jones because Cam gave Mac the nickname Mac and Cheese. And if you've seen pictures of Mac Jones, he's in great shape. So we don't know really how this is body shaming him, because mac and cheese is delicious.
And someone brought up a good point. The Patriots are owned by Robert Kraft, and they have Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Oh, man.
Which makes it even cooler.
Wow. If you're Robert Kraft, you thank Cam Newton for the rest of your life, because you found a guy who can endorse your own products.
Yes.
How cool would that be?
An in-house endorsement.
Yeah. Oh, man. So based on this, we want to know, what is the story behind your ridiculous nickname? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to James on I-5. James, you are on the Rock.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, James. How about you, man? Is it you or somebody you know has got the ridiculous nickname?
Oh, it was me, man. I was in my high school teacher, Mr. O'Brien, rest his soul. He was the football coach, and I was in his AP history class, which I failed twice.
Nice.
He called me Sleepy. But strangely enough, I got an award for academic excellence out of that class. I don't know how. I used to sleep in his class.
So you fell asleep in his class. He called you Sleepy, and you got an award anyway? You failed it twice?
One of those. I failed it twice, yeah.
How the heck do you get an award? So third time around, was that it? The third time you took the class, you got the award?
No, it was an AP class, so there's always an AP test at the end of the year. And I scored ridiculously high on it.
Wow, boy, that says something about having to spend time in class. You slept through the whole thing, failed the class, but somehow took another test and made it happen. Wow, boy, there you go. That's school in a nutshell right there. I mean, really, that system is a little bit messed. You know what really sucks is the advanced placement classes. They put you in there because they think you're a brainiac. Mm-hmm. Imagine failing and feeling like a failure when you probably would have killed it in a regular class.
Yeah, the bar was too high for you.
Yeah, I mean, man, I don't know what that does for your psyche, because they go, you feel great, you go, I'm a smart kid, I'm in the advanced placement, and then you just get wrecked.
Do you remember what was it called, was it the Magnet class and the Eagle class for for
the real smarty smarts?
Yeah, I got put into that once.
Ooh, congratulations!
And then they sent me back soon after. For some reason, I remember I was a kid. Wow. I remember I was doing pretty good in school, and then I got fast tracked to the Magnet or Eagle, whatever it was. And then really soon into it, I realized I was way in over my head. I don't know how that even happened. And it was rather quickly that they were like, yeah, we're going to get back to the regular class. This was a bad mistake.
That's awesome.
I never was happier, man. It was such a... And also, you remember in school, when you were in fifth grade, fourth grade, third grade, if you were smart, it was almost as if that was an insult. You were, you know what I mean? It's stupid looking back on it, but if you were we would make fun of the people that were in the Eagle class or the Magnet class, whatever they were called.
Oh,
and
sure.
You'd just be smarty pants and stuff like that. And it's now looking back on it, we were mocking them for being intelligent, which is kind of funny.
Oh yeah, you were pencil pocket protector boy if you had any kind of smarts at all.
He was I remember trying to not telling the truth if I got a 90 something on a test because all my friends got 80s. Yeah, I totally got an 85 as well, man. We're all...
Oh, wow. Look at you.
We're all mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually it caught up to me.
Yeah, I sure did.
I stopped just being smart. It was a short run, BJ.
You really wanted to be with your friends. You took one for the team and got rid of a few brain cells to bring you up.
I let them know what it was like in the smart world and told them it wasn't worth our time.
That's what it was. Let's go to Tom in Kennewick, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Tom, you are on the Rock.
Good morning, BJ.
Good morning, Tom. What was your nickname?
So, my nickname was Army Boy.
Army Boy? Okay, so were you in the military?
Not a single day in my life.
Oh, wow. What? That is a very interesting nickname to be given for someone that's never served. Why'd they call you Army Boy?
Okay, so I started working on a boat in Alaska out of Seattle when I was 18 years old. And I had a pair of Desert Storm fatigues with the arms cut off that I would wear pretty much every day because it was a nice, easy layer to take on and off if I got too hot or put it back on if I got too cold. And one of the foremen there, a Hispanic guy who really kind of didn't care for white people, to be honest, he started calling me Army Boy because he didn't know my name yet. And
all right.
It stuck.
I like that. I mean, it's not a bad name to be called, really. I mean, especially from a guy
unless you meet someone who's in the Army, you're Army Boy, you got Army guy? And you're like, nope. And then it's that awkward conversation of why you were called that.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Well, there are worse things to be called by someone who doesn't like you. So I will say that if someone really is biased against you for any reason, Army Boy is surely not a horrible thing to be called by that person. Because I think, people I didn't like in life, boy, I gave them a lot worse names.
I like this nickname. Someone says, my nickname's Pooh Bear. Just came back from Mexico, didn't make it to the restroom. guys at work put it on a license plate holder and put it on my motorcycle.
That's awesome.
That's the best nickname, Pooh Bear.
Wow. I mean, really, and it's a good nickname because you can disguise it and go, oh, because I like honey. You don't have to make it about you not making it to the restroom.
Oh, but that's a more fun story. I'd much rather someone said, "Why's your nickname Pooh Bear?" If I said I like honey, people would be like, "That's so stupid." But if I said I poop myself, they'd be like, "All right, that's actually a very deserving nickname."
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. All right.
But this person,
I'll keep that in mind.
This might be the most humble brag ever, and I love it. Someone said, my girlfriend calls me Pringle Can Dan for obvious reasons. She told her friends, and now they all call me that, which is a little awkward.
Wow, that is a humble brag. But then, if it is true, that is a bit, that's tough. You know what I mean? He didn't ask for that.
Well, I don't think she's saying it as a bad thing.
That's what I mean.
He's pretty proud of it, sharing it with us.
Yeah,
I know, but I mean, if it's true that's what they call him, like if you met this guy and his group of friends and then says, "Oh, this is Pringle Can Dan," I mean, then I don't. I mean, it's a humble brag, but at the same time, if his girlfriend really got everybody else to start calling him that, then I mean, what's the guy supposed to do? Right?
I'd imagine he has a couple now of her friends on the bench waiting for an opportunity to see why he's called Pringle Can Dan.
Yeah, I would be very angry at my girlfriend if she did that, by the way. Even though it's a positive thing, I just don't want you talking about my junk with anybody where they'll let me know you've done it.
Really?
I don't want to know that. I mean, I get you're going to talk about, like Steve, look, if let's say you were dating somebody and everybody who's got a first date usually will, but you don't know how serious it's going to be. So usually the dudes will go, "Oh, you won't believe this girl, blah, blah, blah." But I would never turn around and go, "Hey, I heard you're blah." It just seems so wrong to do that. Like you told me that in confidence.
Yeah, but it's a compliment. Like if someone said, "Hey," if my girlfriend's like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. I like to call him Mr. Big." And it's not because he's a fan of that band. And then all of a sudden, everyone starts calling him Mr. I'd be like, well, it could be worse nicknames out there. At least I'm known for my massive, whatskis.
See, I don't think it works in reverse. So you're just thinking us dudes, it's no problem because there's no way you could share something about your significant other who's female and tell all your friends and have her start nicknaming her on that. That would not work.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be like, "Hey, here's my wife. Her nickname's Sweet Heiny," or something like that,
Yeah. I mean, but you're saying us dudes, hey, just take it. Because I wouldn't like it. I would not like it even if it was positive. It's like, what are you talking about stuff that they like, that's sexual. I don't want your girlfriends to be addressing me thinking about my junk.
Well, as long as you're not complaining about what's going on behind the closed doors, and it wouldn't have any factor in me.
See, they wouldn't say that. That's the problem, is she very well could be. That's the thing. They're going to talk about it either way. I just feel like, I don't know, man. All right, I guess I'm old-fashioned. So you wouldn't mind? Any other dudes you would mind? Danny, Rev, would you care if you had a nickname like Pringle Can Dan?
No, not at all.
Everybody called.
I wouldn't mind, and plus I would hope I'd get free Pringles out of it.
Right. Like, think about Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Remember his nickname? Big Rick Nick?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But see, I think the other dudes in the locker room gave him that nickname because they saw him in the locker room.
Danny wants to turn it into a whole sponsorship endorsement deal. So, hey, man, good forward thinking on that one.
If people are calling me that and they don't know why I'm calling, or like they just said, Pringle Can Dan, hey, my name too. At that point, I'd be like, hey, yeah, I really like Pringles. You should bring some over.
Yeah, I mean, at that case, you can call me anything you want if I'm going to get free Pringles. Okay, that's a good point. I'll take free mac and cheese from Mac Jones, please.
Gosh, thank you. What an impressive comparison, though. Yeah. When you think about it.
Yeah, those are.
We're not even talking. He's not Coke Can Dan. He's Pringle Can Dan, which means it's impressive on two fronts.
Oh, I see.
I'm thinking it's not snack size Pringle Can Dan.
I don't.
Yeah, right. So. And it's not tuna can Dan. So I mean, it's pretty good there too.
That would be a weird medical issue.
That surely would be. Yeah. A well-known rock star just tried bidding on an action figure of himself and ended up losing out in the online auction. I'll tell you who did this at 7:40. Let's say 7:50 on the Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session that an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
And,
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom!